of the party, I'd like to thank you for taking out time, sharing your perspective with us. Also joining us on the broadcast is Mr. Ashok Gowda, BJP spokesperson. Thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. We're of course discussing what's been happening in Tamil Nadu. We've seen a load of interesting developments. Vijay, of course, being a debutant and still pulling these rather stunning numbers. It's official now that he has reached out to the Congress party, and in doing so has caused a major upset to the DMK. A DMK spokesperson has come out and labeled the Congress as backstabbers as well. Where do you see all of this heading? How do you see this gambit of the Congress ditching the DMK and being hand in glove with the TVK really yielding anything? Will it yield dividends just in the short term in terms of a cabinet berth in the Tamil Nadu government, or do you think the Congress has a long-term plan with this?
Absolutely, Congress party is a very opportunistic party which has been exhibited today. And as DMK spokesperson was saying in one of the private channels yesterday, that the back ditchers and they are the backstabbers, and it's the right kind of a word which can be used on Congress. We have seen in several past in the all India level also, or even in state of Karnataka, or in several states also we have seen Congress party. Whenever the Congress party loses ground, they try to act that they are supporting somebody, and then they immediately pull down their government. Or they say whomever they have supported, they have not won, they will immediately join hands with somebody else. For example, when the Devegodaji's government was there, A.K. Gujral government was there, they pulled out the same thing. Whether it was Chaudhry Charan Singh also, they did the same thing. Or even in Karnataka also, whether it was Kumar Swamy's government also, they pulled out, and Siddaramaiah sent people out, and he cried foul with BJP. But apparently they did not understand all these are the games of Congress party, and they are experts, and they manage in the same way that they cry foul whenever it is not game for them. Whenever there is a game for them, they say that it is for the sake of secularism, country, vagera masalas they add. So Congress party is well known for this, and Congress party does not have any kind of ethics, formulas, ideology or philosophy for their own party. And Congress party is ruining itself by doing all this kind of an act. Even in Tamil Nadu also, they fought an election with the DMK. Now they are saying that they will support TVK, wherein the clear-cut electionary campaign of TVK Vijay was very clear, stating that I am against the DMK government, wherein the Congress was also part of it, and he was also criticizing Indi as an alliance party also. In spite of this, he also reaches out to the Congress party, and Congress party immediately, as soon as it calls, they will go without any kind of a second thought, or without even of course they could have bargained a lot in financially or in terms of the portfolios or something like that. So we don't know that. And the kind of the words Rahul Gandhi was using, that when the electoral machineries was right in Tamil Nadu and Kerala and Assam and West Bengal, it was not all right. This clearly exhibits how Rahul Gandhi does not understand the electoral process as he should have understood as a leader of opposition. Apparently, these are the problems with the Congress party, and it's very unfortunate for the Indian democracy that Congress party has completely gone in the wrong side of the coin, wherein democracy itself can be, the lens of democracy can be viewed in a different perception just because the Congress party is taking this kind of a stance.
All right, so with that, I would like to thank you for taking out time, sharing your perspective with us. Viewers, we've of course heard from both the Congress as well as the BJP, and interesting developments still coming in. My colleague Belly is still with us on the broadcast. Now, sources are telling us that if the AIADMK breaks themselves from the NDA, then there are possibilities for an alliance with the TVK. But as TVK's Vijay has already written to the Congress, the High Command for support to form a government, AIADMK's chances seem to have diminished for an alliance. Belly, over to you. There are a lot of murmurs that there's a faction of the MLA elects of the AIADMK who seek to break ranks and then join hands with the TVK? What are you picking up? What are your sources telling you?
Pia, a few MLAs from the AIADMK had, in fact, threatened the top leader, Edappadi Palaniswamy, that they would leave the party and join the TVK at their individual capacities if Palaniswamy wouldn't take the lead and talk to TVK that the AIADMK would collaborate with TVK. So this was a development in morning, and a few MLAs even stated that we are moving out of the party, and then Edappadi Palaniswamy had to call in for an emergency meeting, and then...
All right, hold on to that thought, Belly. Hold on to that thought. 1 minute. Just hold on to that thought, Belly. I am also being joined by Puhas Gandhi, DMK spokesperson. Sir, thank you for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. We are, of course, tracking these high-octane developments in Tamil Nadu ever since the results had come out. We have, over the course of the last few hours, now received confirmation that TVK chief Vijay has reached out to the Congress party. The Congress itself seems rather receptive of the olive branch being offered by Vijay and is looking at breaking the 20-plus-year alliance that it has with the DMK. This is despite the pre-poll alliance. This is despite the DMK standing staunchly behind the Congress party, behind Rahul Gandhi when it comes to the politics at the union level in New Delhi. How are you viewing all of these developments? Do you think this is merely a short-term gambit of the Congress party?
See, in politics, anything may happen in politics. There are no permanent friends or permanent enemies in politics. So, in a democracy, anybody is free to support anyone. That is also a fact. But having said that, the 23 alliance of Congress is coming to an end. Even though the DMK has stood with Congress for a very long time, taking on the various national issues, and it is because of DMK the UPA was surviving for almost 10 years. But for NK Stalin or DMK, the UPA would have collapsed long time back. But unfortunately, Congress is not taking that into consideration or being loyal to its own partner. So we may not be able to say anything at this juncture. It is a free wish for the Congress to either to join TVK or anyone. But in the long run, if they think that it is beneficial to them, that is going to boomerang on them for the simple reason the TVK is still not yet tested, and their allegiance has to be proven on the ground. So we have to wait and watch what the Congress is up to. And as far as the 5 seats are concerned, the Congress won only 5 seats out of 28 seats offered by DMK. And out of these 5 seats, 3 seats come from Kanyakumari district, particularly where the DMK is stronghold. So without DMK support, they couldn't have won even 1 seat. Without taking into consideration, they are trying to support or they are trying to breach the alliance. And good luck to them.
Indeed, sir. And a quick follow-up to this. You, of course, were talking about the math of it all. I wanted to understand from you, of course, we've seen MK Stalin after the results have come out. He has been very gracious in accepting the mandate of the people in the tweets that he put out as well, accepting what the people have voted for. How will the DMK recalibrate from here?
No, see, we have to understand one fact. Here, DMK is not in a disadvantageous position, but it is the ADMK. The TVK's rise has taken away the ADMK votes, and even today there are news and speculation that there are fissures in ADMK, and some ministers, including some former ministers, including S.P. Velumani and C.V. Shanmugam, are trying to split the ADMK with 30 seats. So therefore, TVK's rise is going to ease into ADMK's votes. As far as DMK is concerned, if you see the difference between the votes, it is just 3.5% between TVK and DMK. So TVK and Vijay is a phenomenon. This phenomenon comes once in a while. It is whether this will sustain as an established political party, only time can tell. If they establish as a political party, then yes, the demography and the political demography of Tamil Nadu will go for a change. And at that juncture, the DMK as a grand old party also have to change its course, recalibrate itself, and take youngsters into the fold and do a thorough inspection of what went wrong with respect to DMK, in spite of DMK, MK Stalin giving a spectacular governance in the last 5 years. And if people are voting against DMK, then naturally the DMK has to do a thorough introspection. Where we failed or where we lacked. Unless and until party does that, it is also going to be a difficult situation for everyone.
All right, sir. With that, I'd like to thank you for taking out time and sharing your perspective with us. I'd like to rope in Belly once again. Belly, of course, you were walking us through, what your sources have been telling you about what's happening in the AIADMK, the fact that, a certain faction of the leaders are on the verge of perhaps breaking ranks.
Absolutely, Pia. So these faction of MLAs had indeed threatened the AIADMK leader Palniswamy that they would leave at their own individual capacities if Palniswamy wouldn't make the talk with TVK leader or President Vijay for an alliance. And for that, an emergency meeting was called by Edapadi Palniswamy, who said that now the ball is in Vijay's court and we cannot do that. So that he wanted to say, because there was immense pressure on the party president himself that he should come out of the NDA alliance, and only then his alliance would be accepted in TVK. So that was the conclusion, and then Edapadi Palniswamy went on to say that the ball is in Vijay's court, and even at the same time, the Congress with only 5 seats have approached, which is again not making the majority. The acceptance of TVK's Congress alliance also sends a clear message that AIADMK is not welcome as an alliance with TVK, is what the message that the AIADMK sources received. So this was the information that was passed on to us, saying that if it were to be AIADMK breaking away from the NDA alliance, then there were chances that these chunk of MLAs belonging to AIADMK alone would have had a merger with the Tamizhaga Vettri Kazhagam, so that they would have gotten a decent majority, and the power sharing or any other mutual appropriate arrangements should have made between them is what was being planned. So that there was a chance, but now it is kind of far-fetched, and it has actually come on to an end of the road for AIADMK to
Indeed, a lot of time has passed, Belly, and the Congress has been making its maneuvers. I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast. We're also getting to know that Tamil Nadu Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar has confirmed that TVK Chief Vijay will be meeting